little bit farther, and then when they come back into the section on the way back, they'll be coming in with a lot of speed.
A lot at stake for these 125 riders, especially for Travis Pastrana, who's trying to catch up with Stefan Roncada. He hasn't been quite the opportunist that he would have liked to have been, but with 6 motos remaining on the season, he still has plenty of time to challenge for the championship. Roncada number 26, Tane number 120. They're off and running. Not a very good start for Stefan Roncada. Check out the Yamaha on the inside. Greg Schnell, the privateer, gets the whole shot. Check his fuel tank for nitro. My goodness, he got a great shot.
Just about took Travis Pastrana all the way off to the outside of the racetrack. Travis did a good job to stay within the hay bales there.
That's Pastrana in second place, Buckaloo in third, Fonseca, Sellards, and Ramsey also in the hunt. But number 63, Moto World of El Cajon, an independent private team. Greg Schnell has signed up for 2 more years with them. Right now, the pressure's being applied, though. Travis Pastrana to the outside, looking for opportunity. Pastrana bar to bar. Schnell in second place. Pastrana takes over the lead. And Roncada in a difficult position. This is a great opportunity for 199, David.
Well, he still believes he can win this championship. A lot of people are going to ask a lot of points, but in one moto, you can make up so many points, especially like what you have right here with him out front. Roncada still buried in the pack.
The problem with being buried in the pack, too, is so much can happen to you. We're out in front with Pastrana. You're riding your own game.
Well, you know, I didn't make that many mistakes in my career. I made my fair share, but a lot of them were other people in front of me making them, especially when you get a bad start. Somebody makes a mistake, you're caught up in it.
So Schnell, after his first hole shot of the year, is drifting back to second as Pastrana starts to make a move to pull away. We'll be right back with more 125 action from Millville. The Chevy Trucks AMA Motocross Series is brought to you by Chevrolet Trucks, the most dependable, longest-lasting trucks on the road. And by Honda, the company that defines performance on 2 wheels. Performance first. And by Suzuki, makers of innovative motorcycles and ATVs. Early in the race, the first moto of our 125s here at Millville, and already a very interesting situation with Stefan Roncada, the points leader at mid-pack, and Travis Pastrana out in front, the challenger. There have been years past where riders have caught up an amazing amount of points in a short period of time. The one I best remember, David, was back in '92 when Jeff Emig just stole the title away from Mike LaRocco in the last race.
Oh, yeah. Everyone thought LaRocco had that one in the bag, and it was a little bit of bad luck on LaRocco's part, and then a DNF that iced it for Emig. But you're right. Things can happen coming down to the wire. That's when you really start to get nervous and ride a little bit differently, try to be careful, and that's when things happen. I remember Damon Bradshaw in '89, I think. It looked like he had it wrapped up, and he got hit in the kneecap with a rock, a freak thing, and that pretty much handed the title to Kudrowski. Right
now, Schnell is in a good position, but he's got some callers coming on behind him. Schnell coming off his best career finish ever at Washougal, an 8th place finish. His best moto this year, his best moto finish was a 5th. So Schnell in good position to best that if he can hold off Justin Buckaloo, 158, and then Ernesto Fonseca with a good start. That's where the race is right now as Travis Pastrana starts to pull away.
This race right now belongs to Travis as far as I'm concerned. I don't see any way these 3 guys can do anything about Travis out front. I think they're going to continue to lose time.
Here comes Fonseca cutting to the inside. Fonseca taking over 3rd place as Justin Buckaloo, his teammate, settles into 4th. Now here's Roncada. He has moved up to double. Oh, look at back there. Steve Lampson went down in the Sandy Whoops. Lampson starting out the year with tremendous ability, getting his 21st career 125 victory in the process, but since has slipped and had all kinds of problems. Now he's got Talon Bolden of Pro Circuit Kawasaki on his heels for that 3rd place in the points. But Roncada continues to slip up through the field. He's very fast. Let's check in now in the mechanics area.
Dan, what do you think of Stefan's progress at this point? He's just got to keep moving through people and not follow and just keep doing his own thing. He's moved through everybody really quick so far, and they did pull a bit on him. He's just got to keep pushing as hard as he can.
I saw on the board that you let him know that Pastrana's out front. Is that something you guys are looking at in every moto now?
Yeah, I was hoping that maybe we'd push him a little bit more to catch up, because he could get second this moto and win the next one and still get it. He still wants to win races.
Travis Pastrana, though, pulling a huge lead here from the first moto of the 125s, David. As you can see there, second and third is Schnell and Fonseca. Justin Buckaloo behind Fonseca. But it's up to Travis Pastrana now to keep his pace up and not make mistakes.
Well, there's a couple of ways to look at it right now. Travis normally can outclass these guys. I don't want to take anything away from them because they're great, but if you look at Schnell's results, he's just inside the top 10 at times, and Fonseca really hasn't hit his stride in the outdoor other than a few motos here and there. Same for Buckaloo, so Travis should be able to pull away. However, if he doesn't have that pressure, it's hard to really know how fast you're going, how much energy you're using. That could allow Roncada to catch these guys.
We notice Fonseca's mechanic telling him to step it up, start putting more pressure on. Fonseca really has had a tough year this year. It's been a learning year for him in motocross. His best moto finish was a third place. He's done that twice this year. But he's in a great position to better that if he can just step it up as they go through those cavernous whoops.
You can see the difference in style. Everybody knows the fastest way through there is to just cross your fingers and try to keep your front wheel right on the top. That takes so much strength, and if you do happen to drop the front end down in one of those with that little bit extra momentum, it could be an endo.
Fonseca looking for an opportunity to move against number 63, Greg Schnell. Schnell's signing again with an independent team kind of surprised a lot of people because he had a lot of offers to go to factory-supported teams. He just felt more comfortable with the independent situation at Motor World of El Cajon.
I think it's just close to where he lives. He's friends with everybody. The bike's good enough. He won a Supercross on it. And, you know, a factory ride sometimes you get thrown into a mixture of people you may not be comfortable with, and it's a lot more pressure.
In fact, he totaled 2 Supercross wins this year. He was only 8 points off the championship. Here comes Fonseca. Fonseca trying to the outside, cutting to the inside, looking for the opportunity to get by Schnell. It hasn't been easy. Here comes Fonseca. The Costa Rican moves into second place.
We're talking about crossing your fingers. He just headed down that hill in the air, landed right in those braking bumps, went by Schnell on the outside. So that's usually where you least expect to be passed. Have some guy come right around the outside of it. You think you got the best line.
Fonseca in good position to best his overall. His best so far this season was a 5th, and that happened at Troy, Ohio. Let's check in once again with Davey Combs. Davey?
Before the first moto began, 2 things are apparent here at Millville. Number 1, Stefan Roncada had problems with his knee. Tweaked it on Thursday. He had an orthopedic surgeon here to work with him on it. That word got back to the Suzuki pits and Pastrana knew it. The second thing that was obvious is that Pastrana is in love with this track. He says it reminds him of Washougal, even Southwick, and those are the only 2 tracks this year that Pastrana has overall wins coming into this race. Today might be the day for Travis to take a big chunk out of Stefan's points lead.
Thanks, Davey. Oh, Nick Way's down, number 23, last year's winner. In fact, it was his first and so far only win in the 125 motocross scene. And he did it with a 1.5 last year, winning his first moto of his career. Stefan Roncada up into the top 10, but Travis Pastrana pulling away here for the 125. It's the first moto for the 125s in round 10 from Millville, Minnesota. Our leader, by a long shot, is Travis Pastrana.
Look how fast this guy's charging around this racetrack. Look at that, just laid over, almost dragging the handlebar or the handguard, peg, just going up. That's how you go around that corner fast. He's not just doing it there, he's doing it everywhere around this track.
Tries the sandy whoops, and Davey Combs is with his mechanic now. Davey?
Well, Lee, we knew coming in this morning that Travis liked this track, but wow, looks like he's in love with it.
Yeah, he said right away after practice on Saturday that he loved the track. It suits his style. And then this morning he said, you know, the whoops were good and he loves that. He's just having fun.
Yeah. The word in the pits coming in this morning was that Roncada had a little bit of a tweak to his knee. With him back outside the top 10 right now, are you going to let Travis know to really pour it on?
Yeah, Travis will give it everything he's got, just like he always does. And, you know, can't take anything for granted with Roncada. He's riding good. He'll come through the pack, I'm sure. And Travis will just have to ride his own race.
Roncada right now running alongside or with Casey Johnson right in front of him, number 26, Roncada. And here is Nathan Ramsey. Ramsey making a move on Justin Buckaloo. Nathan Ramsey, who has had such a down season both in Supercross and Motocross, is starting to come on strong, getting good starts at the tail end of this Motocross season. Looking right behind Buckaloo. That's a pro circuit sandwich right now with Talon Folan, number 711.
Ramsey just comes in here on the inside, had a little bit more momentum off the jump. Went right for the inside. Buckaloo really didn't make a mistake there. He just took a wide line, left the door open.
One thing Buckaloo's got his mind set on doing, and that's improving his conditioning so that he doesn't fade during these motos. He's been known this year to have good starts, just like Ramsey. Rolling to the inside. Just can't quite get by Buckaloo this time. You can see they're quite a ways away from number 18 on the Honda, the FMF Honda, and that's Brock Sellers. Here's the battle, though. Talon Volan, Justin Buckaloo. Volan looking for the opportunity. Can he pass him? Maybe after they come out on this downhill. There goes Volan. Volan rides with a lot of gusto. Boy, you never give up on him.
And, you know, the downhills, especially as rough as these are, and as hard as it is to get stopped for that small little rut at the bottom, that's where he does so well because he doesn't have any fear. He just takes off over the top going, I hope I make the turn. He usually does.
He's coming off his 5th podium of the season. A good performance at Washougal. And here's Greg Schnell, number 63.
He's hanging tough. You know, sometimes you see a guy like that that's not the kind of guy you see up there every week knocking on the door, but you get a great start and you think, well, he'll be up there for a while, but then towards the end I expect him to fade a little bit. He hasn't faded. He's got some talent back there and they're not pressuring him. He's not having to hold up. He's holding his own.
His only problem being that Talon Volan and Nathan Ramsey are right behind him, that pro circuit team. You can catch, push. That's what the sign says from the mechanics area. Oh, Nathan Ramsey with a big fish tail.
That's a scary section. You're going so fast through there, and you're always in a corner. So if you hit one bump wrong, chances of an endo right there are pretty high because your bike starts to swap side to side. Then you get into this section, you don't get a chance to catch your breath here either.
Schnell, Ramsey, Volan. What's at stake for Volan besides pride? Well, he'd love to catch and pass Steve Lampson in that 3rd spot in the championship points race. And with Lammy having his problems, Volan's got a good shot at it. First of all, he's got to get by his teammate Nathan Ramsey.
Well, you work so hard to try to get up close, then you find out that your teammate's using all the same lines you are, and you're thinking, now what am I going to do? You're hoping for a mistake, and that's probably not going to happen. You got to force the issue. In order to do that, you got to take chances. This 125 class has gotten so deep, and so much talent clear outside the top 10. It's really tough to move your way through the pack unless you just have an extraordinary day.
This course is so challenging for these riders, and it is a very muggy day in Minnesota right now.
Well, that's why it's important. I like the attitude of Roncada, his mechanic. Just stay on it. Keep pushing. Try as hard as you can to win these races. And especially at a day like this, as hot and as rough as it is, the harder you try, the more these guys start to fade towards the end. You can pass 4 or 5 guys in the last 2 laps.
Maker of champions, Mitch Payton, shaking his head after looking at the watch. He's got teammates battling it out behind Schnell.
Schnell hitting a bump right there. Couldn't get stopped. So that's the mistake that you hope for when you keep the pressure on a rider.
And so it's Ramsey in front of Schnell.
He hits a braking bump back there, hits another one. You can't get that rear wheel on the ground and slow down. He knows it's over.
So Ramsey moves into 3rd as we check out our leader, Travis Pastrana, on the Team Suzuki. In fact, that leads us into our Suzuki trivia question. Who was the only Suzuki rider to win 2 overalls here at Millville in the 125s? Back as we give you the answer to our Suzuki trivia question. It was Donnie Schmidt who won 2 overalls in the 125s here at Millville. Home track advantage, you think?
Probably helped a little bit. I think Travis is really enjoying the conditions out here. He seems to like it when it's either muddy or really slick or really sandy and rough. This track has a little bit of everything. It's very difficult to set the bike up. You see Boland in there trying to triple through there, double through there, whatever he's trying to do. And although you can do that consistently and save a little bit of energy, it's not as fast as what Travis is doing out front, just by keeping the front wheel up out of all those holes.
Talon Boland now assaulting Greg Schnell, looking for 4th place. It's not that Schnell is riding that poorly, technique-wise. It's just that the other guys are wicking it up a little bit more. As Talon Boland tries to get by Schnell to pick up on his teammate Nathan Ramsey, who just went through the shot quickly there.
And look how clean Schnell is, and look at how roosted and sandy, and the vision of Boland can't be as good. But he doesn't even probably feel that right now. He's just trying to get his way to the front. He can still get around his teammate Way if he can get around Schnell here.
Look at this, Boland, just like he did before, passing on the downhill. That takes guts.
And that's what Boland is just full of that. He's no fear on the rough, slick stuff. It was real choppy. And it's just a little bit hard to talk yourself into holding it wide open. That's where he's holding it wide open and making up time.
So Boland obviously providing lots of action for this record crowd here at Millville, Minnesota, as we take a look at Stefan Roncada. Roncada maybe not able to catch up as quickly as he has in the past because of a knee injury that was sustained Thursday, but he's still looking good.
Oh, I can't see any flaws right here. He looks fast. Looks like he's charging hard. The lines look good. Good momentum everywhere. It's just when you don't get a great start, you're back there stuck in the pack. It's hard to really stand out.
And our leader, Travis Pastrana. He takes the white flag. 1 more lap to go for Travis. And a possible 5th Moto win. Let's go to Davey.
Check it out down here in the pits, guys. Steve Lamson, 3rd place in the points coming into this moto, is a DNF. You see his mechanic, Davey Dye, talking to him. They seem to be pointing to the motor. Lamson with a DNF. That's going to hurt. It's going to help Pastrana's cause even more.
Yes, to possibly take a veteran like Steve Lamson, a 2-time 125 champion, maybe out of the 2nd moto as well. We'll have to wait and see. But that would be a big factor. As we take a look now at Ernesto Fonseca in 2nd place on the final lap. This would be his best moto finish of the season. That's going to be a big charge to Ernesto.
I don't know if you noticed behind Ernesto, he seemed to have that rhythm pretty much figured out, but Ramsey was swapping all over the place through there, just trying to hang on. He eventually just had to kind of pull the clutch in, slow it down, and start over. He lost some time to his teammate.
Well, they might be teammates, but look out for Talon Boland on the last lap. He'll go for every position possible. This is going to be a battle. A final lap battle as 1st and 2nd place pretty well defined right now. Number 199, Travis Pastrana, to the cheers of this record crowd.
Just whatever he does today is right. Everything is right. Right there, he should have high-sided over that berm a little bit, but he didn't. Heel clicker, that works out perfect. The crowd loves the guy. The bike's working. He got the whole shot. I mean, he loves this place. Seems like he can do no wrong.
Talon Boland still looking for the opportunity to pass Nathan Ramsey as they go shooting down the hill. And here is our leader, Travis Pastrana. It's amazing to me, David, that he can take a week off, go to Las Vegas and win a freestyle event in preparation for the X Games coming up, and then come back here and take the checkered flag.
This kid is extraordinary, and I think that Suzuki and DeCoster, they realize, you know what, there's really no stopping him. Let's just let him be Travis and reap the rewards, and it's working for him.
2nd, and there's Talon Boland, who has moved on Nathan Ramsey, moving into 3rd place while we were on Travis coming across the finish line. So it's Travis Pastrana, Ernesto Fonseca with his finest moto finish of the season, Talon Boland, who's looking to move past Steve Lamson in the points race.